Well, hello everyone. It's Amanda, your Thrifty Southern Lady. And I have been out today getting a few vintage finds. Now, even though I'm the Thrifty Southern Lady, I may not always get things at thrift stores. So today, just a combination of things that I went to the thrift store and to an antique store. So let's get started. First of all, I have these two butter knives that go with your fork and spoon, but they are made by Marcrest, and I dug through the flatware. There was a tub of flatware at one of our local charity thrift shops today. There was probably 100 knives that I was digging through looking for these, and only found these two pieces. I picked this one up even though it only has the 1 star because I knew it was Marcrest and I'd seen it before and I liked it. But this was the pattern that my grandmother had that I am currently looking for. So the thrill of the hunt is on. I keep wanting to go through and find all the bins that I can. So those were 10 cents a piece there at the thrift store. The next thing that I picked up was this lovely handmade, hand-painted ceramic piece. It's 1979 there on the bottom. The Cook, I'm sorry, 89. I can't even read that. 69 on the bottom. And it's this beautiful, I'm assuming that it would just have been, when they were making the ceramic trees, those kinds of things in shops. It's a beautiful rooster. So I got that a couple of weeks ago, actually, and today I came across this. It's marked a hen, but I grew up on a farm. I'm a proper Southern girl, and I know that this is not a hen because it's got this large comb, and it has this huge tail. I've never seen a hen have a tail before. So she is not actually a she is a he. And just a lovely piece, a little bit different glazing, a little bit different coloring, but I loved it. And this one also has a piece of felt on the bottom. So at the thrift store, one of our local thrift stores knows when they have collectibles and they really charge a premium. I believe I paid about $12 for this one. And today at the antique store, there's a great antique store here that just has all kind of lovely vintage items. This was $15. I'm very happy with those, happy to have them. Let's stick with our chicken theme, and I went into an antique store that I haven't been in a long time, and they had a lot of pieces of things. They had a lot of Ellie Smith things, and they were marked very high, and the only thing I can think of is they did not realize that this was in fact made by Ellie Smith. As you can see, it's a hen on a nest candy dish, which is something that I have collected since I was 8 years old, from the first time my mother gave me hers. And it is not marked anywhere, but I know that this is actually an Ellie Smith, and I paid $12 for that today. So I'm happy to add that to my collection. It is actually my first Ellie Smith hen on a nest. Normally I have some Mosser, some Westmoreland, and mostly Indiana glass, which is what I love. And I'm always happy to learn new things. Today, I found something at a little junk store here. As I was driving by, I hadn't seen it before. The lady said she'd only been there since August. And I walked in, I was getting ready to purchase what it's sitting on, and then I saw this, $6. And again, is a little hen on a nest. Just a cute little round. It's very heavy. What struck me about it is the fact that it is anchor hocking, and I don't know the age of this. I have no idea what it is. It just says Anchor Hocking USA. So if you know, please feel free to leave me a comment and let me know what it is. But it's just a cute little dish, and I'm looking forward to adding that to my collection as well. Now, amongst other things that I collect, my dishes that I used for several years have been Fiestaware, and I have several pieces, mostly just bowls and cups and things. I never have bought a serving platter until today, and this is, you can see, Fiesta, Home or Lawful and Company. It does say lead free, so I'm assuming that it's probably somewhere around the early 2000s, probably, that this came out. It's in the rose pink color. It does have a few manufacturer's defects, as you can see there on it. There's one there, and maybe one here and here. But the price was $2. I couldn't pass up a piece of Fiestaware for $2. So happy to have that one. Now the next piece that I got was actually at a local antique store here. And I'm not much into anything before 1950, probably. I don't know a whole lot about them. This is a fan vase. It is marked here on the bottom. I can't read it. Don't know what it says. Have to see if I can find that. But I feel like perhaps this might be from the 40s. It's just really beautiful. It is very dirty. I'm going to have to clean it. But it's a nice hand-painted glazed ceramic piece. Pretty clean. I don't see any crazing really on it. So it's just lovely. The back is just embossed. It's not painted. So thought that was, or not painted detailed like the front. So I thought it was really pretty. I'm happy to have a piece of something that's usually older than the mid-century modern that I normally collect. And moving on, I walked into another antique store that I was actually looking for shades for my vintage tension pole lamp. If you remember my last video, I was talking about, I found that at the thrift store. And in fact, I've got it sitting over here waiting for shades as we speak. But I did run across this butter print, and I have a lot of Pyrex, and I've shown you a little bit of glimpses of that in some of my videos. But I just don't pick things up anymore unless it's, you know, something that I don't really have, and maybe a pink or turquoise, or just something that might be my holy grail. But I didn't have this 472 Pyrex casserole dish in the butter print pattern, and it was in very good shape. Now, if you remember my very first video, I talked about the fact that I picked up 3 or 4 lids in this 470 pattern at Goodwill. And the reason I do that is, if you can see, this lid is chipped. I paid $18 for this bowl, and it has a chipped lid. I know where 3 of them are that aren't chipped that I can use, and maybe just put this one aside in case of emergency. But you can see this lovely Pyrex dish here. It's really good color. No scratches or fading. Doesn't look like it's been running the dishwasher. It's nice and shiny. I would have been really happy if it was a lady on the left, but it wasn't. So we'll keep looking for one of those. Then I also just picked up for $2 a piece some of the Pyrex 9 or 043 casserole. These are the 943 lids, as you can see, but for the 043 casseroles, just put those in my drawer, and they were $2 a piece. So I'm happy to have those. Today's beverage is a little bit of locally grown red wine. It's a sweet wine. So having that in one of my uranium glasses that I found at the thrift store. This actually does fluoresce under black light. I got 5 of these goblets, and they are just lovely. I don't know anything about depression glass, but I love the uranium. I just think this is really pretty. It's etched, and the nice green color there. So I'm having a little bit of sweet wine from the local winery there. And then last but not least, treasures from family members are something that means so much to me. When people say, Amanda, I would like for you to have this. Would you like to have it? I'm like, yes, I do. Someone that I grew up with from a child has had this in her personal collection, in her personal household since the 70s, and she brought it to me. She said, I have never used these glasses, but somehow one of them got broken. So as you can see, these are the Libby silver leaf glasses. They are just in immaculate and perfect condition. She washed them before she brought them to me. I was thrilled, and she was so upset that she didn't have a complete set for me. But I told her that I'm sure that I'll be happy to find and come across one of these in my thrifting adventures. So I was very happy to have those glasses from a dear lady who I have great memories of from my childhood. So that's today's thrift or vintage haul and thrift haul. Hope you enjoyed my video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and please click that subscribe button. Would love for you to come back next time. So long.